typical day in Willow, and it was pouring rain. It always rained in times like this. A man said that heaven was crying that day. Maybe so. But heaven's tears were cold. So many stories begin with a dead man, it's become a cliche. A dark alley, a smoking gun, and 1,000 lingering memories remain to haunt us. But this time, there was no smoking gun, no dark alley, only those unanswered questions. James Morton, deceased age 78. But his age is irrelevant now because he died. Derek Morton, age 16, Morton's grandson. As he sat there that day, he wasn't just mourning. He was searching. Though I hadn't met him yet, he would soon become my first real client.
James Morton will not be forgotten. He will forever be remembered as a friend, a father, and a faithful follower of his Lord. May he rest in peace.
How are you, Jim?
Me? Fine.
And the rest of the family?
Well, they're good. Derek's the only one taking it hard. He spent the summer with Dad a few years ago, and he wanted to come back. It just didn't work out.
It's probably for the best. Your father was a troubled man, Jim. I was one of his closest friends, and more he pulled away. Just wasn't his old self.
There's a lot of rooms in this house. Wandered around today looking at them. Kind of like living out in the country. It's nice. Way better than all those honking cars.
You didn't answer my calls.
Service is terrible out there.
Where were you?
The treehouse.
You know you've probably ruined your clothes.
Why were you at the treehouse?
I was looking for something.
Looking? For what?
I'm not sure. I found this at the funeral, in Grandpa's casket.
It's nothing. Probably a prank.
What?
I said it's probably a prank. Forget about it.
What if Grandpa's trying to tell me something?
He's not.
May I be excused?
Yes. Look, I know this week's been hard on all of us, but in a few days we can put this completely behind us. I'm gonna be meeting with Marcus tomorrow about the house, and I'd like you to come along.
still raining, still 1,000 unanswered questions. And now, a cloaked figure haunted the night. A perfect recipe for mystery and danger. But it was still missing one key ingredient. A world-class investigator. There's a lot of crime in this world.
Let me go!
Just drop it, lady.
A lot of crime. But someone wants to make a difference. Someone who won't tolerate injustice. Ace Wonder. Going somewhere?
Get out of my way, kid.
Never confuse size with strength. Thanks. I might need this. You can't take it where you're going. I called some friends to give you a lift. No need to thank me.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Oh, detective?
Yes, ma'am?
What will you do now?
Oh. Well, I'll probably... Log. This latest format isn't working out either. This makes my 4th attempt with no satisfactory results. Road trips are a blast, I'll admit, but it's not conducive to detective work. No gunfire, no car chases, not even your run-of-the-mill homicide. Dad, I need some help.
Okay, what's up?
It's my graphic novel.
Graphic novel?
It's a glorified comic book. Ace Wonder isn't really a crime fighter. He solves mysteries, sort of like Sherlock Holmes.
Okay, so where are you stuck?
It's the beginning. I can't seem to come up with a truly brilliant mystery. Everything's either boring or over the top.
Well, if you keep on thinking, you'll come up with something.
That's what you said 800 miles ago.
Yeah, and it's still good advice.
Hey guys. None of this looks familiar to me. Where are we?
Yeah, GPS says we're on course, but we need to stop and get some fuel soon.
Jim, are you sure you want to sell the place?
Marcus, Denver's 1,000 miles away from here. My business eats up every minute of my time.
I suppose. Look, I'll have a realtor take a look at it for you. It's a gorgeous piece of property. I'm sure it'll sell.
In this economy, I don't know who'd buy it. A bed and breakfast in the middle of nowhere.
Jim, how about selling the place to me?
You serious?
We keep the place exactly the way it is. You could come back whenever you're ready and go through your father's things.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You could stay there anytime you want. It'd be ideal. And for me, it'd be an investment.
Oh, hey, you want us to order something for you?
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you give me a cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger? Okay.
And give me an order of those curly fries. They have it.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll think it over. Thanks.
I think your dad would have liked it this way.
Howdy, folks. Get y'all something to drink before you order?
Mr. DeWitt, how well did you know Grandpa?
I guess I knew him about as well as anybody could. Why?
Maybe you can help me. The day of the funeral, I found this. Grandpa used to set up treasure hunts all the time.
Well, this is the kind of thing he would do. He always thought of himself as mysterious. Derek, your granddad was a good man. He was. But he wasn't always stable.
I don't believe that.
I don't know what was meant by that note, but I think it's just as well it was written in code. Keep in touch, Jim. And let me know what you decide.
Look, that note wasn't important. Grandpa wouldn't have wanted me to have it.
Derek, drop it.
those little curly fries?
No, they don't.
Oh, whatever Jack's having will be fine. Sir? Sir, I was wondering, my friend may have come this way.
Off.
Certainly. I was just wondering, I'm looking for my friend, and if he came this way...
Hey! I said leave me alone.
Okay. Log. No, sleeping strangers don't prove to be very helpful.
Hey, kid. It's a nice toy you got there. How about you give it to me and I'll tell you where your friend went off to.
That's okay. I think I'll find him.
I don't think you understand. You see, this is my home. You walk here, you pay rent. Come here. All right. Come here. See. That's nice.
I need that for my work.
Very fancy.
I order you in the name of justice. Give it back!
All right, that's enough. Give it back.
Give what back?
I said give it back.
Make me.
Here you go.
Thanks. Look out! Dad, come here, quick! Missed.
Are you all right? What happened?
I saw the whole thing, and man, it was something. Eddie's been needing someone to do that to him for a long time.
What?
Well, Eddie got to picking on your boy, and he could have messed him up. But then this guy shows up, and bam, 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 just like that, it was all over. Look, y'all eat up. Meals are on me today.
It's very generous. Thank you.
No, it's nothing, really. If there's anything I can do for you guys, just let me know.
Well, you wouldn't happen to know a good mechanic, would you?
Bobby John Dalton, the best and only mechanic in town.
You work on big rigs?
I do today. Yeah, that could be bad. I've seen this before, but only in a book, and it was a short book. This big red thing in here, I believe, is the engine.
Thank you for helping me out.
No problem.
When you were in the restaurant, I overheard you talking about your grandfather and the clues he left you. I'd like to interview you and get some of the details of the story. We don't have a lot of time, so if you'd open up right away, that'd be really helpful.
We'll be leaving in just a little bit, so I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you.
Why not?
Because you'd only have half the story. How frustrating would that be?
It's very considerate of you.
It's gonna take me all day to find a starter for this. All night to put her in, and probably a good part of tomorrow, too. You folks are gonna need a place to stay.
You wouldn't happen to own the local motel, too, would you?
No, that's this guy over here. He owns a local bed and breakfast down the road.
Perfect.
Thanks again, Jim, for taking us in on such short notice.
Yeah, it's no problem. What is a problem is the water heater's down. I'll just have to get that fixed by tonight.
Could we give you a hand? We'd love to help.
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, guys, upstairs to the left, every room's available.
Follow me. Just take your bags here for now. We have 3 rooms available. This one and other 2 down the hall, so go ahead and take your pick.
You still seem hesitant about my offer. I really do think I could help. I might consider my size to be a handicap, but I like to think of it as a good thing, sort of fly under the radar, so to speak. I assure you, I'm as adept as any accredited professional.
Hey, their coach broke down. They're going to be spending the night here. Bobby said he'd have it done first thing in the morning.
A little warning might have been nice.
Isn't that what this is?
We don't even have hot water.
So we'll give him a discount.
I've done a staggering amount of research on the topics of forensic investigation, and I rarely use Wikipedia unless I take the time to write the article myself.
Fine. Knock yourself out.
Hey, guys, did Derek tell you about the treehouse?
Treehouse?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mom, what are you doing?
Derek, the house is already clean. I just want to keep it that way.
Fine. You owe me one.
This is awesome. So, who built it?
It's one of Grandpa's projects.
Oh, the one who died?
When was it built?
He built most of it when I came to visit. He added the roof, but otherwise, it's just like we left it.
Does he build a lot of stuff like this?
You name it, he built it. Cabinetry, furniture, decorative art, half the house. Never stopped. Was always on something new.
Wait, he sounds like a really cool guy. A man who, after his death, is still shrouded in mysteries.
He was not shrouded in mystery, okay? He was just a normal guy who lived a normal life and made an awesome treehouse. I'm sick of everyone trying to turn him into some kind of...
Kook? Loony? Wacko, weirdo, madman, crazy guy, crackpot?
What is your problem?
I should clarify. I don't think he was crazy. And you obviously don't think he was crazy. But apparently, some people do. If anyone can set the record straight, it's you. If you'll help me write this book, together we can tell the true story of James Morton. Plus, we can do a 50-50 split of the profits when the book hits the market. So this is a mystery, straight up. The kind I must solve. Sometimes, my clients bring me a solid case. Other times, just a faint hope shrouded with a blanket of enigmas.
This narration is crazy. What's your point?
This client happened to be the talkative kind. Thinks he understands my world, the world of investigation and crime. But he's as naive as they come.
I'm the talkative one? You've been talking this whole time.
No, I haven't. I've been thinking.
But I can hear you. Out loud.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Now my client thinks he's a mind reader. This case is going to be tough, all right.
I can still hear you.
All right, you can hear me. He can't really hear me, but I'll let him have this one. Let's get back to the case. 7 years ago, my client visits his grandfather, James Morton. The next time Derek sees Gramps is at the funeral, where he also finds a mysterious coded message in the casket. The clue dead ends.
It didn't really dead end. I just haven't deciphered it yet.
Shh. One of his closest friends says he was crazy. but a mysterious stranger has left other clues for Derek to follow. Where is the truth? It's about time somebody finds it.
It's definitely a code. There are repeating patterns throughout, but they don't make any English words. And what does it mean by "you can use my Remington"?
Maybe wants you to shoot somebody.
What's the other note say?
It's all in my plans.
What's in his plans?
Have you tried finding the Remington? Yeah, but I don't know what it looks like or where he would have kept it.
Maybe it's in here.
I already looked there, guys.
Cool.
Theoretical physics, bioelectrical impulse, and photon transfer?
Photon mass and charged particle manipulation?
I thought your grandpa was a woodworker.
He was.
Why would a woodworker want books like these?
Property of Virgil Logan, Willowwood Library. I say we ask the librarian.
Hello?
Sir?
Mr. Logan? Mr. Logan.
I'm right here. This is a library, for heaven's sake. I'd be sleeping too.
Yes, you'd be sleeping too. Don't think you wouldn't. Now then, what would you lot be here for? Or should I say why, eh?
Yeah, Grandpa borrowed some books from you a while ago. Do you remember a James Morton?
Well, yes, of course I remember James Morton. I still do have an excellent memory, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Don't these seem like unusual topics for him to be studying?
Well, that all depends on what you mean by an unusual topic, doesn't it? Hmm?
Why would a woodworker be so interested in science?
Was James Morton primarily a woodworker? Or was he perhaps one of the foremost scientific minds of the 21st century? Hmm? You ever think of that? His comprehension of the mysteries of energy and physics went far beyond anything I've ever known of. His genius was unparalleled.
What do you mean?
There was no parallel to his genius. A genius, apparently, which was not passed on to his progeny.
Do you have a list of the books that he borrowed?
You know, I personally paid for every book on these shelves. And the shelves themselves, custom-made to my specifications. Grandfather made them, of course. He cut me a deal. All these books were purchased according to your grandfather's requests.
You see this book? I stocked this book on a Tuesday, and by Thursday, he had read it cover to cover and was intimately familiar with its contents.
Well, he certainly didn't show that side of himself to me.
Don't be ridiculous. Why would a grown man talk to a young boy about biochemical conduction?
Apparently, you've just scratched the surface of something you won't likely comprehend. Let me know if you need anything. Drop by any time. Take anything you need.
Tape. Thanks.
Well, this needed some attention quite some time ago. Yeah, Dad was like that. He was rarely in the house, always tinkering with something out there in the shop.
He passed away?
Yeah, he died last week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
We weren't that close. Jim Morton?
Hey, Dad. This is Derek. I'm at the library looking at some books Grandpa borrowed.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, they're pretty intense. It looks like he was studying solar radiation or some kind of advanced optics. Does any of that sound familiar?
Doesn't ring a bell.
So you have no idea what he was up to?
No, I don't. Why are you at the library?
I'm just returning some books Grandpa borrowed.
Oh. Well, great, thanks. It sure seems like there's a lot to keep track of these days.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, take this place, for instance. Huge, gorgeous home. Yep, thanks, Dad. But in reality, taxes and the upkeep make this place more trouble than it's worth.
I'm sure that's not what he intended.
I just don't remember him being much of a scientist. He was an artist. Here, check this out.
What, he made that? It's really complicated.
Yeah, he made tons of stuff like this. And back at his workshop, he's got these binders filled with his designs.
Wait, designs?
Yeah, blueprints.
As in his plans?
Yeah. It's all in my plans. It's a blue 3-ring binder. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Got it.
So what are we looking for? The answer is in Willow Wood. Beware of the pen. He is a treacherous friend.
Look at this. Okay, according to this, there were 5 objects in the Willow series.
Where are they?
3 were given as gifts. The other 2 are enlisted.
Okay, who did he give them to?
Kevin and Michelle Billings, Marcus DeWitt, and Virgil Logan. It doesn't say what the items are, though. There are no designs for them.
Okay, this is getting interesting.
So what's next?
We split up, we collect the pieces, and get some answers.
Hello? Mrs. Billings?
Yes?
I believe you knew my grandfather.
Yes, I did. I'm very sorry for your loss.
I think Grandpa wanted me to talk to you.
Hello?
Hi there, I'm Jack Moore. This is my brother David. We're friends of Derek Morton.
He sent us over here to look at a Willowwood piece his grandfather made. Something small, clock, bowl maybe?
Well, come on in.
It's a code. Look, a code.
Don't worry, it's just a simple code.
It's a code. Stupid code.
Log. I still haven't gained Derek's trust. He took the coded message with him, leaving me here with absolutely nothing to do. I can't work with a client that doesn't trust me. Aha!
Hey, Gator.
I'm sorry, I thought it was the guys coming back.
Coming back? Where are they?
On a mission. What you got in the basket?
Some snacks. Mom suggested that we have a picnic. Oh, this is what you've been working on?
Yep. What do you think?
That's really neat. What is it?
It's sort of what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm sorry, boys. I was unable to find anything that fits your description.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Briefly.
So you were close to Mr. Morton?
I was his attorney. I wrote documents necessary for him to start companies for technology development.
What kind of technologies?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not in a position to disclose that information. Derek discovered something, didn't he?
Maybe. I'm afraid I'm not in a position to disclose that information to you.
Well, Mr. Morton may, in fact, have tried to leave a message before he died. And even if he did, the best option for Jim and his family is to go on home and keep their memory of James a pleasant one without all the gruesome details.
Well, I couldn't find anything either.
I'll keep my eyes open. Have fun, boys, but be careful. The Morton legacy is a fragile one.
We knew him pretty well. He'd come over and talk up his ideas and projects with Kevin. I remember when he started building the bridge out to the house. We all thought it was ridiculous, but your grandma loved it. He built it for her, so she wouldn't have to walk up and down the hill all the time.
Do you know if Grandpa was working on any special projects lately? Anything out of the ordinary?
Not that I know of.
He would have told you if he was, though, right? I mean, you knew him pretty well.
Very well. He was like a father to us. We had some pretty hard times, and he was always there for us. Of course, he had hard times, too. Like when your daddy left.
What happened between them?
I think you should ask your dad. But from what we could tell, nothing happened. James was focused on his work, and your dad just didn't see how he fit into those plans. Next time I saw them together was at the funeral.
Did Grandpa give your husband a gift in the past few months?
Yeah, looks like the original bond is weak. Strange it took all these years to finally fall apart. Well, you only catch it if you're really paying attention. I noticed the basement's a little bit older than the rest of the house. Yeah, that's a funny story. My great-granddad was a German. He moved here at the turn of the century. He bought a piece of land and started his family right here. He built this little shack and then moved everybody in right here. And then his son tore it down and built something a little bit larger, a little more solid. And when Dad inherited it, he expanded the whole thing. Still got the same foundation, though.
So why'd they turn it into a bed and breakfast?
Well, after I moved out, he and Mom had all this extra space. I guess I really don't know why.
So are you gonna continue the tradition?
No, that's not for me. That artistic stuff, that was Dad's thing. Is that it?
Not quite. I still need that threaded coupler, and I gotta solder this one last fitting.
Okay, I'll head to the hardware store and grab that before they close.
Is this what you need? It's a music box, but it doesn't work. Kevin could probably tell you why.
Where is he now?
He's at the station training his new deputy.
He's a cop?
That's how I got to know your father.
Can I borrow this for a while?
Sure.
Thank you. I really appreciate this.
Anytime. I see a lot of your grandpa in you.
Thanks again.
Well, I actually brought Reagan up here to show her the old typewriter.
Oh? Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think it works though.
What's wrong with it?
It's like the keys are all mixed up.
That's too bad. Oh, wait a minute. It's not broken. It's a code. Log. Remington Rand typewriter, Model 2. I found it.
Did you find anything? He said he didn't have anything that matched our description. All right, hop in. Next stop, Logan's Library. Looks like they closed already. But we can come back tomorrow, right? Guys, I think I can see it. This building's fairly old.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
We need something, and Mr. Logan has it.
And why do you need it?
I'm not sure.
Come back tomorrow.
I can see it. It's sitting right there.
Come on, Derek. It's not that big a deal.
In case you haven't noticed, to me, yeah, it is kind of a big deal.
Derek, what's the problem here?
No problem.
I'll see you tonight.
Hey guys, come look at this.
What's this?
It's gibberish. De-gibberified.
What?
I know you've doubted my abilities in the past, but I think from now on, you'll see things a little bit differently. Watch this. Gibberish. Now watch.
The Remington.
I'd like to try this out on your grandfather's first note. With your permission, of course. Secretary, for a sheet of paper, please. Thank you. This is gonna be good. Derek, all I have, all I know, all I've done is bound together in the 5 Willowwood pillars which stand in your path. Each is vital, and each is a quest of its own. The 5 pillars are the pocket, the poem, the patriarch.
Patriarch?
It means father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and so on. Now, if you don't mind. The 5 pillars are the pocket, the poem, the patriarch, the pictures, and the pen. The The pocket is noble and gave when others could not. The patriarch must restore the poem's voice, and the patriarch must learn the poem's song.
Wait a second. Look here. The music box has the poem engraved on the inside of the lid.
Ah, hold that up. There. The patriarch must restore the poem's voice. Then the pictures will light up the darkness, and you will see the three kings. But be warned, do not unveil the three kings until the pen is captive. He will do anything to capture the three kings. And if he discovers their secrets, he will deliver them to my enemies. The pocket suspects the pen, but the pen cannot be stopped by the pocket alone. The pen holds the key to his own capture. Our legacy rests in your hands, Derek.
You must finish what has been started. I'm counting on you. The end.
That's it?
That's it.
He had enemies. So he was in some sort of...
Danger? Distress? Dilemma? Predicament? Turmoil? Trouble? Log.
Log. The client does not appreciate multiple choice. My point is, he had a problem. All right, we need to find the missing wood pieces.
Oh, Derek, wait. Take this. Could come in handy. If you find anything, let me know.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You have to answer me over the radio.
Yes, I can hear you. Please limit the radio usage to emergencies.
It's getting dark. I think we're gonna head back too. Don't stay out here too late.
Thanks.
Isn't that DeWitt's car? What's he doing here?
Oh, there you are. You need to get packed. We're leaving first thing in the morning.
Where?
We're going home.
Well, who's gonna take care of the bed and breakfast?
Marcus made an offer on the property, and he said we can leave everything as it is until we get back. Anyway, we're leaving at 8.
What about the Moors? Are we just gonna leave them here?
Bobby John's already got the rig fixed. We can get an early start in the morning.
Now, if you see anything in there that you'd like to have changed, we can have it revised right away.
No, this looks fine.
Wait! Don't sign that!
What?
I said don't sign that. Don't sign anything.
You mind giving us some kind of explanation?
I'm too close to figuring this out. We cannot leave yet.
Well, you better get to figuring it out, because you don't have much time.
Dad, you're not listening to me.
Hey!
Hello?
What is your problem?
Dad, we deciphered the gibber's clue, and one of Grandpa's friends called the Pen betrayed him.
The Pen?
It's a code name. The Pen was part of Grandpa's secret
Derek,
project.
can you hear yourself right now? You are completely obsessed with this thing, and that's a problem.
And you're not, and that's a problem.
Look, I care more than you think, but I got responsibilities, and they're not here.
Can't sign these.
It's not your call, Derek. Now go get packed and get some sleep. You need it.
Jim, if you'd like to take some more time to think this over.
No, I'm doing this now.
Thank you, Jim. It's been a pleasure.
I've got a message for you, boy. So you listen to me, and you listen well. You little detective person, you...
Just call me Ace.
Ace? Well then, Ace, I've come to warn you. You stay away from James Morton's treasure. Yes, you've been poking your little nose too deep into places where your little nose is most unwelcome. You see, this treasure has a purpose far beyond your ability to understand. I mean, do you understand?
I think so.
Excellent, excellent.
So, do you want me to deliver this message to Derek as well?
No one must know that we have spoken. See, this is supposed to be our little secret. You see, if my identity were revealed, it might ruin everything. And why am I having this conversation with... I mean, how old are you? 9?
10, actually.
Yeah. Now, you be careful now. You don't blunder around. Yes? And make things any more difficult for me than they already are. Huh? Yes.
Yeah. I'm here.
Ah, I knew these would come in handy. Look, I know the secret identity of the pen.
Yeah, I know. I tried to stop it, but it was too late.
Yeah. Wait, what?
DeWitt. He bought the house. We're leaving in the morning. This whole thing is over.
Oh, this is great. Look, Logan stopped me in the woods to warn me to keep away from the treasure. What if he's the pen?
Logan? So DeWitt's the pocket? No, it could be either of them.
We can't afford to rule anyone out. If I could get online, I could dig up some information on the both of them.
Can't sleep?
Something like that. You okay?
Yeah. It's just this thing with Derek. Seems like he's on a self-destruct mission. He's heading down a bad road.
Have you talked to him about it?
He won't listen.
It's worth a try.
Derek? Hey, I just want to talk with you. I know it's been a little tough on you this week, and, well, I just want to talk. Derek?
permission from the owner.
Right. That's why you broke through the window and ran when I said stop. Come on.
You don't understand.
Your dad will be here in a few minutes to pick you up. Said he'll cover the damages. Michelle tells me you stopped by the house earlier today. Said you seemed like a good kid. I used to know your dad pretty well. Haven't talked to him in years. You remind me of him.
Log. Question still remains. What is James Morton's secret? What is the treasure? What is he afraid of the pen finding?
You gonna stay awake all night?
This is my first real case. I don't really want to launch my career as a failure.
You Jim Morton?
Yeah. Deputy Billings.
Sheriff now. Good to see you, Jim.
Sorry about this.
Looks like he's chip off the old block.
Get in the car. Night, Sheriff.
Jim, just don't forget about those nights that you spent here.
That's all I can think about. Good night.
Night.
Long night?
Yeah, you could say that.
What time's your flight in the morning?
Check-in's at 9, but we need to roll out of here about 8.
Okay. We can be out of your hair by 6:30.
There's no rush. You guys take all the time you need. Marcus is pretty relaxed. He won't mind. You know, I don't even feel like I sold the place with Marcus taking care of it. Just don't see why Derek's so opposed to it. Dad was like that. Latch onto an idea like a pit bull. Never let go.
Maybe Derek's afraid he's losing his connection to the past. You know, first his grandfather, and then this home. There's a lot of history in these walls.
You know, I'm a good dad. I am. It's just... You know, when I look in Derek's eyes, I don't see hate there. Just don't see love.
What does he see when he looks in your eyes?
He never looks.
Well, good night, Jim. I'll see you in the morning. Jim, thanks for your hospitality. You guys had a safe flight.
We will.
sorry you never got to finish your story.
It's okay. Nowadays, I wouldn't really have a realistic chance of getting it published anyways.
Come on, Gator, let's go, buddy.
I haven't given up. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Mary, you and Audrey finish up breakfast. Derek and I'll grab the bags and be right back.
What can I say? Not every case can be solved. Sometimes it's up to the clients to make it all work out. Clients are fickle. Clients. This would have been my moment to shine. A true breakthrough in criminal justice for my company. But sometimes the case is closed before it's solved. Not my problem.
You ready?
Not really.
Yeah. Derek, we need to talk. I know the last couple days have been pretty hard on you. Honestly, I don't know what to make of it.
Dad, I'm sorry. I know how disappointed you must be. I just should have talked to you.
It's my fault. I really didn't give you much of a chance.
I want to make this right. I'll pay Logan back for the library. This whole thing was just stupid. Must have seemed crazy.
A little. I think being back here's brought back a lot of memories. Feelings. History I really don't want repeated.
It's a history I want to know about. Sheriff Billings was talking about you last night. And it was like hearing about a complete stranger. I really don't know anything about you.
It's not much worth knowing.
But it is worth knowing. I'm starting to think that's why Grandpa set up this whole thing. It was so I could learn about my
heritage?
Yeah. And I want you to know that I'm proud to be your son. I just don't want to go through life and move out someday, never to see you again until it's too late. And then not even care when you die.
Derek, I care more than you know. Come here. Let's make sure that never happens.
Whatever I need to do. I just want to make this right. Sorry. We should probably get out of here.
You know, we got a little time. I think if Dad were here, he'd want me to help you with this. And I guess I want to make this right, too.
to start by collecting the 5 wooden clues. I've only got 1 so far.
Dad's projector. Where'd you find that?
Up at the treehouse, Grandpa's battle chest. And this is the first clue. It's called the poem, but it doesn't work.
Tomb spool's missing. It's a little piece about the size of your thumb.
The clue says, the patriarch must restore the poem's voice. And the patriarch must learn the poem's song.
Patriarch means father, right?
Yeah. Or grandfather, or great-grandfather, and so on.
I know what we're looking for.
Log. Searching for James Morton's inventions has led me to discover Celera, a major research corporation, and one of Morton's major competitors. Log. On January 5th, 2005, James Morton recorded the completion of his fiber optics technology, codenamed Tango. 2 days later, Celera Corp announced the same technology. Log. On April 27th, 2009, James Morton completed Project Synergy, an electroluminescent chlorophyll modification. On April 28th, Celera Corp announced their discovery of the same exact process. Dad, listen. This just got big.
Wait, what was the song?
It's a hymn. We used to sing it in church. I remember it being one of Dad's favorites.
What's it about?
I don't remember.
So where are we going?
Church. We can look up the lyrics in one of the hymnals.
Gator, what are you trying to say?
I'm saying we have a case of industrial espionage.
What?
Espionage.
I think he means espionage.
John, would you check that out and tell me what you think?
For the last 6 years, Morton has worked as an inventor. Virgil Logan and Marcus DeWitt were both founding members of the corporation.
Are you absolutely sure about that?
He's right, Dad. Somebody's been stealing Morton's breakthrough designs and selling them to a Russian corporation called Celera.
It has to be Logan or DeWitt. They're the only two that would have access.
What are we doing?
We're going back. If we hurry, we can get there before they get to the airport.
Hello?
Did you find it?
Yeah, the course is at the cross where I first saw the light.
I don't see anything.
When do you think this was built?
I don't know. Why?
We're at the wrong church.
Still no answer.
Have you tried Jim's cell?
The only number I have is the bed and breakfast.
Well, keep trying it.
Hello, Marcus DeWitt.
Hi, is Derek available?
I'm afraid not. The Mortons aren't here right now. Is there something I can do for you?
Do you know when Derek will be available next?
I'm afraid not. Can I take a message?
He's DeWitt. He's there, and the Mortons are in the house. Ask him where the Mortons are. What? Ask him what's he doing there? I don't know. Ask him if they've already flown out. What if he's a pen?
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. DeWitt, you can take a message. And the message is... justice will be served.
Mr. DeWitt? Yes. This is Andrea Gator's mother. Thank you. Yes. Do you happen to have Jim Morton's cell number? Yes. Okay, thank you. You too.
What?
This is the place. There!
Pictures.
All right, Dad. What did you want us to see?
We're gonna need a key to open this.
Or a hammer. Let's go. Jim Morton. Come on, get in quick.
Is that the Moors?
Yes, now get in. I'll explain later.
Oh, no, you don't know what you're doing, and you have no right to do this, but I know my rights. You... What's your badge number? I'm going to report you to... I know my rights. You didn't even read me my Miranda. Miranda, where are you when I need you?
What's going on, Sheriff?
Sheriff, you need to place that man under arrest. He's been stealing Morton's work and selling it overseas.
I'm afraid you're making a mistake.
No, you don't. We know all about Solera Corporation.
Well, you're right about the theft of James' plans, but it's all been taken care of because of you.
How so?
Well, James knew that it was either Logan or me behind all this, but he couldn't pin it on either one of us. So he began working on his last project in secret. It was codenamed Sundial. After his death, I began doing some investigating, and I found some curious discrepancies in the Sundial accounts. Meanwhile, all of this treasure hunt business had convinced Logan that there was a final invention. And he made one last effort to find it. Luckily, I happened to be here.
So you were the pocket all along.
But why were you so eager to buy the property?
Well, I didn't want James to sell it to just anybody. I needed more information on Logan, and I figured it would be here if it was anywhere.
I'm really sorry for doubting your character, though I'm sure you understand.
That's okay, young man. What do you got there?
You know, I don't really know. It's something Dad wanted me to have.
Hey, Marcus, you suppose that's what that key's for?
Key?
James gave me this.
Projector.
Well, I'm afraid the sheriff needs me down at the station to help with some reports on all this.
Well, thanks again, Marcus.
Anything for your dad, Jim.
Well, what now?
Let's watch a movie.
What's on there?
Home movies? Oh, don't be ridiculous. It's probably a microfilm series of the blueprints for his inventions.
Here we go.
What is it?
It's a letter from Dad. Dear son, it's been a while. I have so much I want to say, so much to tell you. I wish we could talk face to face, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Your mother has already gone ahead of me, and soon I'll be following her. It seems only yesterday that Carol and I were the young couple, filled with joy at your birth. Our hearts were tied to you from the moment you arrived. Sadly, we didn't tie your heart to ours. I blinked my eyes, and you were gone. It happened in stages, and I didn't see it clearly until it was too late. At first, we were your whole world. Our home and your toys were enough for you. When you went off to school, you discovered a whole new world and new friends. We blame their influence on you, but the truth is that although you had our hearts, we did not have yours. We were losing you, and I didn't know what to do. So I just ignored the problem. You surrendered your heart without a fight. May God forgive me. Now, at the end of my life, I recognize how much I was like my father and his before him. And now, the purpose of my letter is to beg you to break that cycle and to learn from my mistakes. I leave you my journal filled with my thoughts, my hopes, and my vision for the future. I hope that it will serve you and help guide you through life. I pray that you will be that man for your son that I was unable to be for you. With love, Dad.
Hey, Derek, look. Logan must have left his pen here.
You should keep it.
P.S. I hope you found the Three Kings and will continue my work with them. Three Kings?
It's part of the clue. The pictures will shine in the darkness, and you will see the three kings.
Now that's more like it.
Pictures will shine in the darkness.
The Three Kings. Derek, these three trees.
I know where this is. Huh. I can't find an on switch.
Derek, he really was a scientist. The pen.
Whoa. Hello.
Sheriff, yes, I have an intruder in my home. He's tearing the place up looking for something.
So, Grandpa invented the world's coolest nightlight?
No. No, these are measuring electrical inputs.
He's harvesting solar energy. He felt that other options were ugly and inefficient. He used to talk about it all the time when I was a kid. How one day he'd use creation to transform the power of the sun. Can't believe he actually did it.
Why, you fiend! You jackal!
What are you hiding? What's in your hand? I'll take that.
Hey, that's mine.
What's this for? You tell me now. Where'd you get this?
James gave it to me. It's for Jim and Derek. Now, give it back.
Oh, look who's here.
You'll never get away with this. I'll tell them everything you've done.
And who will they believe? An attorney who owns this house, or you? A deranged book collector. James was the only one who ever trusted you in the first place.
Give me that key. I need that key. It's mine.
So long, Virgil. Thank you, Sheriff.
Look, DeWitt is the pet. Everything he said about Logan is a lie.
Well, they're staying in there now, but I'm signing papers on the house tonight. They're convinced the old man was cracked. They have no reason to believe otherwise. Trust me, Project Sundial is as good as yours.
I'm telling you, the prints are in that house somewhere. As soon as I get the family out of there, I'll find them.
The blueprints!
Got my briefcase.
Hey guys, follow me. We gotta get to the blueprint.
Where's he going?
I've got the blueprints. It's a done deal. So call off your dogs and have the money ready. Give me the case. Now! That's a good boy.
That's from Dad. With love.
Oh, that was. I mean,
Spectacular, amazing, fantastic, phenomenal?
You're trespassing on my property. None of this is going to stick in court.
You were shooting at my son.
In self-defense, he was trying to kill me.
We know all about your dealings with Solera.
Try to prove it in court.
You've stolen several of Morton's inventions in the past. But the theft was a little too clean. Never leave a paper trail, right? He needed proof, so he gave you a gift. A Trojan horse. That's right. This thing has been recording for months. Everything you've spoken. Just think about every crime you committed. It's all right here.
That's not admissible in court. You recorded it without my permission.
Actually, I think you'll find that the laws vary state by state, and in the great state of Tennessee, this serves as a legal record for your crimes. Oh, by the way, it's still recording.
How old are you? 9?
10, actually.
Unbelievable, kid.
Hey, thanks again for coming back, Jeff.
Come see us sometime in Texas, will you?
No, I will. I got business in Texas, so you might see us sooner than you think.
Okay.
Here. Thought you might want to have this. Should sell. Murder mysteries always do.
Murder mystery? Gator, Grandpa died of a heart attack.
Right. Wait, seriously? He wasn't murdered? How did we not discuss the fact that he wasn't murdered?
Well, I didn't think that...
Great, now how am I supposed to get this thing published?
I just happen to have a number of well-connected friends in the industry, and with a little persuasion, I could possibly procure a rather substantial contract in your behalf.
What, really? Thanks, Mr. Logan.
It's business, not charity. I think Ace Wonder has a wonderful future ahead of him.
Come on, Gator.
I don't know what to say.
Say goodbye and get along with you.
Thanks, Mr. Logan. I'm really sorry that I thought you were a lying thief.
Apology accepted.
Of course.
Very strange little boy.
He does have a point, though. We should have never doubted you.
Oh, don't worry about it. There were times I doubted you.
How so?
Your father had me deliver the messages to Derek. He was so secretive, even I didn't know what they contained. And the next thing I know, you two are showing the clues to every jackanapes in Willow Wood. It was a huge gamble. Neither of you could find the treasure on your own. If you didn't work together, all would have been lost. Fortunately, it paid off. Your father had significantly more faith in you than he should have had, in my opinion. You know, for a genius, he did the dumbest things sometimes. Oh. I'm out of here. Bye. Arrivederci.
Hey, Dad. Sheriff Billings, when we were talking, he said something about you spending time in jail when you were a kid, but he wouldn't tell me what you did. I mean, you know, in a small town like this, way back when, what was it?
Well, I assaulted the mayor's son. He and I were up to no good and got caught. I took all the blame, and he got off the hook because he was the mayor's son. Ironically, we became good friends, but I left Willow, and he stayed behind and became the sheriff.
Wait, Sheriff Billings? I want to hear stories like that.
Well, then, I guess we got a lot to talk about.
My first case closed, a criminal behind bars, a legacy preserved, and a friendship begun. Justice has been done. I learned a lot on this case. What James Morton has started is finally finished, and now a new legacy has begun. The world is as it should be. Nothing can make me happier. Nothing except Ace Wonder. Yes? Excellent. I'll be right there. Another case, another story. Stopping bad guys is what I do.